Welcome to Smart Genie, a service offering to ensure efficient services utilizing our rich domain knowledge to the optimum. Through this presentation, we will look at how compliance is handled by most of the closely held companies and challenges they face in that scenario. Then we will see the role of Smart Genie, its benefits and processes. Before elaborating on benefits of our services to you, we will see how the company law compliance is handled at most of the closely held unlisted companies. Either knowingly or unknowingly, things are made unnecessarily complicated. A promoter or senior management would be interested to spend more time on business and its development, and hence could spare little or no attention on compliances, specifically with MCA or ROC. This would lead to adverse consequences. General tendency is no adverse consequences now. So let us procrastinate. Let us comply the provisions when there is a pressure. Agreed that penal provisions are not very stringent for closely held companies, but there are certain other adverse effects which are usually least bothered. Look at the procrastinator's clock. Time runs off at the end of the hour. Coming to the statutory records maintenance, either no records are maintained or maintained but irregularly maintained, and mostly where maintained, physical records are maintained. Sometimes even the minutes are not properly recorded and maintained. Minutes are the prominent source of evidence for the operations of the company and activities of the board. Imagine the impact. Because of non-compliances in the past, the ensuing compliances will also be paralyzed, making things difficult. If we fail in annual filings for more than 3 years, it will not allow us to file the forms for charge registration. In fact, banker will not be ready to release the funds unless the charge is registered. Then we initiate at the nick of the moment. Let us see the challenges faced by the company in this scenario. Irregular maintenance of records leads to errors, mistakes, overlapping of information with various stakeholders. Directors fall under defaulters list, crippling the compliances of other compliant companies too. Recent amendment made the penalty to 10 times if compliance not done in 90 days, unlike 2 years earlier. For example, for a normal form, filing fees is say rupees 500 if done within the statutory time, will cost now rupees 5000 if done after 90 days of due date. We may even fall prey to show cause notices, and if you wish to apply for condemnation of an offence, you should undergo lengthy and costly compounding processes. Many a times we find that compliances are in chaos, no proper track. We cannot retrieve the required data. Recently, one client approached us. It is in the operation past few years and has yielded consistently good financial results. But to our utter surprise, it was under the process of strike-off. Why? They defaulted in annual filings from the date of incorporation. They have been complying other statutory laws, but neglected Companies Act compliance. Consequence, existence of the company itself is at stake. The awareness of MCA 21 is so intense, believe it or not, that every stakeholder, right from the employment seeker to prospective investor, including the vendor, banker, etc., would be interested in your company law compliance status. Further, the comfort levels of certifying professionals would be low. Challenge is not an obstacle in itself. There are n number of ways to address these challenges. Here comes the role of Smart Genie, KPO for Corporate Law Compliances, a division of R&A Associates. You are absolutely right in asking what makes Smart Genie distinctive. Let us see. R&A is in the field of corporate secretarial services past 15 years and has had vast experience in domain knowledge. With us, your company would be in safe hands. You can be rest assured and focus 10% on your core business. You would be relieved from the statutory company law compliances from time to time. Towards serving more efficiently, we use the latest information technology tools. Combination of our experience with IT tools would enable seamless experience of our services. We would continue to provide our services but with some value addition to it. Our thought process is always to assure you of our best services in an efficient way and technology driven way. In the coming slides, we will see the details of our value addition. Rich domain knowledge with 15 years of experience is a vital benefit. Further, besides taking care of core compliances, we provide online access to companies' historic data, will alert you on upcoming statutory time limits, and ensure that compliances are met within the statutory time limits. We follow standardized systems and processes to ensure complete cycle of compliance is made for a given task. For example, if there is an allotment of shares, it's not simply done away with filing of return of allotment with ROC. In fact, it starts with share application forms and includes making necessary entries in the registers, filing of return, issue of share certificates, recording of minutes and related documents, and last but not least, revise the online information pertaining to the client. We follow system of maker and checker policy for every process. We have predetermined workflow for each identified activity which are reviewed periodically. Let us see a few screenshots on how online access is provided. This is homepage for entering login credentials. Dashboard where you can know the latest updates from all the users of the particular project. This is the document section where you can access all the documents of company like statutory registers, e-forms filed with ROC, certificates, minutes, corporate information, which is a summary of all corporate secretarial events happening in the company. The entire secretarial information is classified into various sections for easy access. We can go to the desired section to view its complete details. For example, if we wish to look at capital details, on selecting the capital section, it will throw details of authorized and paid up capitals. We can view the details of changes in authorized capital along with the forms filed. Similarly, we can glance at the allotment details done during the year. Further, we can view all the registers relevant to capital details with real-time information within 2 working days of filing the returns. Similarly, if we need information on directors, it will give details of directors as on date and changes during the current year, that is appointments and cessations at a glance. We'll also provide with relevant registers like directors register, directors shareholding, interest of directors, contracts in which directors are interested, etc. If went to filing section, it will throw the details of all the forms filed with the register of companies along with the link of the forms and its acknowledgement receipts in a chronological order. These are the few of the sections. There will be a number of options if you are looking only for secretarial compliance services. Our vision is not to just efficiently meet your corporate law compliances, but our efforts are to put forth our entire domain experience of about 15 years to your complete utility and ensure on-time compliances, accurate and up-to-date maintenance of records, reduced service time, alert on upcoming obligations, update on amendments, give access to your information at your fingertips at any time and from any place on the globe. That is what the Smart Genie does. Take up tasks smartly and efficiently like a genie. We would be pleased to attend you for any kind of clarifications at the mentioned details. Thank you.